part 2, the face. Take a couple of small pieces of the flesh colour, very small, and just roll them into an approximate circle or ball in your hand, and then just start attaching them from just under the eye and outwards up to the side of the face. What you want to do is to make it look a little bit of puffy cheek, and also to give you the lines that come down alongside the nose there, and down to alongside the mouth, the sort of ones that become more prominent when you smile. So just do that, just put them on, don't worry too much about it at the moment. I needle felt them around the edges first, and then a little bit in the middle. I don't want really big puffy cheeks on this one, so I'm actually needle felting them in the middle as well. I just want that sort of slight change to the face shape there. And try to get them symmetrical, if possible, or as symmetrical as possible, because you want both sides to look the same. And when you do this sort of thing, you need to look at it from above, below, both sides, and sometimes even the back. As you can see, I keep turning it to look at it. Also, I rub it with my fingers because I'm trying to smooth it down, and not have it all showing the needle holes. So there we go. I've got that placed, and now I'm taking another piece which I'm sort of rolling into a sort of a sausage, and then fold the end in, and that's going to make the tip of the nose. So we pop that in where we want it, and in this case you only needle felt the edges, because you actually do want the nose to stick out. So just attaching it down the sides, at the top, and basically just shaping it into the nose shape that I want. A couple of little stabs in the bottom there to make the nostrils. And you can shape it into the sort of nose you want, whether it's a sort of a Roman nose, which is sort of like hooked, or whatever you want. I actually make mine into a button nose, so it comes down fairly straight, and then the end is a little bit rounder, so because that's what I want for this particular model. So there we go. There's the nose, and we just needle felt these items in a bit more, just to make sure that they're well attached and that they've got the shape that I want, and they go with the shape of the head that I want. So yep, reasonably happy with that. I've just marked the mouth there, but I'm just making it a little bit firmer, the mouth, but I do actually not make it as wide as that in the end. I'm now making the holes to put the eyes in. I've got some glue in eyes there. These are the ones with a very fine stalk, so yeah, that's what I do. Make sure you find the hole and that you can push it all the way in. Sometimes you might miss the hole and you can't push it all the way in, and it makes a lot of difference. So I'm just checking I'm happy with the positioning there, because if I'm not, then we'll need to make another hole. But yeah, I think they look quite good, and fairly symmetrical, near to the nose, which is what I like. I want this one to look cute, so I don't want to put the eyes too far apart, because I think when the eyes are a little bit closer together, it adds to the cuteness. So there we go, we're just refining the nose there. And I'm happy with where the eyes are, so in a moment we'll be gluing them in. Yep, I've got my glue. I just use a PVA glue. I find it's the easiest thing to do. Just putting the glue on the stalk of the eye there and poking the tip down into the hole and squeezing some into the hole. Now I do actually have a bit of a problem with this one, because I actually pull it out too far and find that I can't get it back. I can't find the hole. I mean, the wool does sort of close up in a hole very easy and very quickly, so what I'm going to do, if I can't find the hole, is to take it out and make another hole. Simple answer. Well, couldn't find it, so we'll make another hole now. Right there. Find the hole and stick the eye in. Make sure it goes in. Yep, it goes in, and goes in all the way. So we pull it back up a little bit, as we did with the other one. Once we know that it does go all the way in, because you don't want these eyes sort of sticking out. That's what you do not want. You want them to go right the way in, and there. So then I just use my thumbs to push them in firmly and hold them in place for just a few seconds. I mean, the glue takes a little while to dry, but I do like to just sort of make sure I push them right in there, because that helps the shape of the face. There we go. So now she's got eyes. A little bit more face shaping will be going on here in a moment. Yep. There we are. I'm just looking at it and checking it, just to see how it looks. And as I've said before many times, one of the things I like to do is to take a photograph of it and then look at the photograph, and then you tend to see it with different eyes, and it really can be very helpful to do that. So yeah. Now I've got some very, very, very small wispy bits of pink here, just a very light pink, which I'm just putting onto the cheeks, just to sort of show them out a little bit more, to get them to show. And yeah, again, it adds to the cuteness, little pink cheeks. Don't overdo it though, don't put great lumps on, just very, very fine pieces. Just gently attach them. Just make sure that they're smooth and flat. You don't want to have that sticking out either, but yeah, just put it over the top. Very, very fine. This is one of the things that makes it easy to get your desired effect with the wool, is that you can use it very, very thin, and what it will do is just give a hint of colour, and not like overpaint it, as it were. So yeah, there we are. You see, nice little bit of a red cheek just there. It's coming on really nicely. Yep. And I'm just reviewing the shape as I go along and revising it if I need to. Also putting a little bit of a stubbing right in around the eyes there now to sort of show a forehead and the space for the eyebrows. Yeah. You can see that happening really easily and quickly there. I'm now going to do the mouth, lips, I think. Yep, just a little bit of a red or a dark pink. I don't want too much. I don't want her to, you know, be over made up, but just a little bit right in the middle there to give her a nice cute little mouth. Yep, and you can use your fingers to push the face about to get the shape that you want. Make sure you get the mouth in the middle. Yep. Just defining the different areas like the eye sockets and the mouth and such like, and checking that the cheeks are level. And you can see there from the side this little button nose, which I'm quite pleased with. There we are. Push it, push the eyes in again, and a closer look so you can see exactly what we've done, where we've put a little bit of pink on the cheeks, the shaping of the head and the lips.